Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Buttes Boys State Tournament Basketball on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. Sully Buttes Basketball is brought to you by Sunrise Bank Dakota, Willard Seed Farm, Don's Food Center, Ringneck Energy, Lincoln Out Construction, City of Oneida, CHS River Plains, Eric's Custom Repair, and AGE.
5 seconds to go. Whitler on the drive. Whitler puts it up. It's no good. Second chance. It's good!
Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Wyatt Barichka.
And a good Friday morning, I should say afternoon now, as we are well past 12 o'clock here in Aberdeen at the Barnett Center here on the campus of Northern State University. Is the Sully Buttes Chargers in the consolation side of things as they did fall yesterday with a final against Freeman. As that final, again, let me rephrase that, is 63-55 was the final score. A tough shooting night for Sully Buttes. Put them in that spot. It was a 21-9 after one quarter of play, and it was something that the Chargers could not overcome. They had got to as close as 3 on the night, but it wasn't enough as Freeman would pull away in the last moments with a final of 63-55. I want to give a shout out to you for tuning in for this broadcast. I want to thank our listeners who are listening on the radio, and we're on video on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Feel free to chime in on that chat here on the YouTube side of things. I'll try to give you a shout out as the day goes on. And now, again, they're in the consolation side of things, but both these two teams, featuring the Sully Buttes Chargers and the Smet Bulldogs, they are going to play to win. If this first game right now is telling us anything, is that do not underestimate consolation games, and we're going to get a foul on Aberdeen in a huge moment. It's 51-49, and now it is going to be Ivor Hurley who has a chance to tie or take the lead after the foul. But speaking of which, we will continue our pregame show here. But first, want to give a big thanks to the South Dakota Public Broadcasting, allowing us to broadcast this game. And if you want the complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championship, visit sdpb.org/basketball. Again, that is sdpb.org/basketball. And just watching that potential game winner there from Ivor Hurley was not good. But anyways, want to make sure you do know all those games are going to be broadcasted on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3. And if for updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. Big thanks to them for allowing us to broadcast all the Sully Buttes games this weekend, as we have a pretty good crowd on hand. They are already waiting and anticipating this game for the Sully Buttes Chargers to get underway. Tough, interesting, let's just say it was a tough night for the Chargers, but an interesting overall on Class B. We will tell you more about that here in just a few moments. We'll talk about this matchup. We'll get you a pregame interview with head coach Brian White and much more. We'll take our first 90-second timeout as you're tuned in to the Class Boys B State Tournament on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 90 seconds.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations, and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre. Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers!
Sully Buttes Chargers in the consolation side of things as they get to take on the number 3 seed, the Smet Bulldogs, in what was a madness first day here in Aberdeen. Taking a quick look at the bracket here on the Class B side of things. All lower seeds besides Sully Buttes won yesterday. Number 8 seed defeated Vitmore Curley 49-44. That is right now the game you're watching as they take on Aberdeen Christian, who fell in the 5-4 contest, the final of 53-50. And it was Wall defeating the Smet 60-57. And Sully Buttes again falls to Freeman, the only high seed to win last night in the opening round. Looks like Aberdeen Christian is going to be the team unless a 3 sends this game into overtime, and if that's the case, we must be prepared for a long pregame show here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. We talked about that Wall to Smet game. 60-57 was the final. Actually, it's Wall's first appearance in the championship semifinals in school history, so an accomplishment for them. But taking a look, the Smet falls 60-57, and a name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight, Grant Wilkinson, the 6'10 senior, is put up 40 points in the loss. He scored 40 of the 57, and we got another timeout, it looks like, with the game ahead of us, so we are going to try to extend this out as long as possible. But Grant Wilkinson, the name you're going to hear tonight, finishes with 40 points and 19 rebounds. Just an insane stat line, but that's going to be a name you hear quite a bit tonight. The Bulldogs, I should say, finished 39% shooting. They were 6% from three-point land. They only made 1 three-pointer in the contest. They would go 8 of 10 from the field. We'll tell you more of the matchup, maybe what to expect. What are the Chargers going to do? We did catch up with head coach Brian White for a pregame conversation, talk more about that matchup. We talked about what the Bulldogs present inside of the arc, because that's going to be a tough task for the Sully Buttes Chargers here this afternoon, as they will try to go into that 5th place game tomorrow. What is at stake for this game? Well, loser will play at 11 a.m. tomorrow against the loser of the game that is currently ahead of us between Aberdeen Christian and Vitmore Curley, which right now Aberdeen Christian is looking to hold on to a 3-point lead with 5.9 seconds left to go. Again, loser will play at 11 a.m. Tomorrow against the loser of the current game ahead of us. Taking a look on the other side of the winner's bracket, it was Lyman who, again, won yesterday. They are the 8th seed. And we're going to have, looks like almost a buzzer beater 3. It's no good. And so winner now will take on Aberdeen Christian in this game. The loser will take on the Vitmore Curley, who is the number 1 seed going into this tournament. And now they will be playing in that 7th place game tomorrow. So if Class B has not told you anything, craziness is what this tournament brings as well. The other semifinal contest will feature Freeman taking on Wall. That's a 6:45 tip-off here in the Barnett Center as well. We'll take our first break. When we come back, we will talk more about this matchup, how these two teams enter today, excluding the losses that they faced yesterday. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Utes Chargers, Lane Canal Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lane Canal's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lane Canal. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lane Canal Construction at 605-295-0011. There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own. CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you. Contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935 or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
The Sully Buttes Chargers looking to punch their ticket to the 5th place game tomorrow as the number 7 seed takes on the number 3 seed. Sully Buttes Chargers taking on the Smet Bulldogs here on this Friday afternoon. 12:36 is your current time as the warm-ups are currently underway. The Bulldogs are 19-5 on the season, and they have had themselves a really great season. Led there once again by Grant Wilkinson, which is a name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight. The Bulldogs actually went on a big winning streak. They didn't lose since February 5th, and that was their first loss, I should say yesterday, in that they would defeat Ipswich in the Sodak 16, and also would defeat Iroquois Lake Preston and the Brook area to punch their ticket to this state tournament here this season. For the Sully Buttes Chargers, again, they are coming into this one with a record of 18-6, as again, they did fall in their opening round yesterday to Freeman 63-55. The Chargers won 5 in a row before entering the state tournament, as they have had some tough games. They were battle tested, and they showed that battle test yesterday in that contest against Freeman. Another note is, the win was more important for Sully Buttes, but Wesley Whitler, your all-time leading scorer in Sully Buttes basketball history. So a historic game for Wesley Whitler, even though I know the whole Sully Buttes team would rather see themselves in that semifinal contest against Wall instead of the consolation. But these two teams are not going to play they're not going to go, where in the consolation anything can happen. They're going to play to win. They're going to play for that consolation championship game tomorrow at 12:45 to get into that 5th place game at least. And with a win here, they get loser will play at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We'll tell you about some other local teams of interest here in just a few moments. How did Stanley County do? We'll tell you about that here in just a few moments. We'll take another 2-minute break. We'll step aside as you're tuning into Sully Buttes Basketball, Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
You're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Honey, isn't it amazing?
What?
The sacrifice, the dedication, the grit. I mean, they really set an example, don't they?
Oh, well, no question. Today's high school athletes are truly special.
Not the athletes.
Well, who?
The officials.
Oh.
Today's student athletes are truly special. But there's something pretty great about the men and women who officiate their games, too. Like the way they're giving back to their communities. Officiating is a terrific way to stay in shape, meet new people, and stay connected to the game you love. But the biggest reason of all? We need more qualified high school officials here in South Dakota. And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Rob.
Yeah.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Action yesterday would have a tough day. We mentioned the Chargers falling, but Stanley County Buffaloes would also fall in their opening round. He's taking a look at some of the local teams of interest. One other team does feature Stanley County. They would fall 66-36 after a great first quarter start by the Buffaloes, but they could not pull it off in the end. So they will be taking on Cheyenne Eagle Butte at 1:45 Central Time today. So after the conclusion of this game, you can jump over to our sister station, KCCRradio.com and KCCR Sports to get that full contest as John Winkler is on the call for that contest. Well, let's take a look at the matchup with the numbers here, and if the internet would like to work for just one moment, that's how every broadcast works, right? Something's got to go wrong, right? No, I'm kidding, but at least our video stream is up. That's the one thing that always matters, but should be good to go. We'll try to keep those graphics again up for as long as possible. But take a look at the Smet Bulldogs. They score about 63 points per game. They surrender about 49. These two teams identical as far as margin of victory and also points scored versus given up. The Chargers at 63 points scored per contest, surrendering about 51 points per game. Three common opponents. They both would go 2-1 as they would both defeat both Woolsey, Wessington, and Ipswich by double digits, but they would lose to Sioux Valley is their only loss in their common opponent matchup that both the Smet and Sully Buttes would fall to in their common opponents matchup. Taking a look at the other numbers as well. Taking a look at the numbers here for this score. Let's take a look at the Smet Bulldogs. Again, the name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight is going to be Grant Wilkinson. He is played he's number 34. He has scored a lot of points. Let's just say 229 field goals he's made this season. He scored about 565 points. That's an average about 25 points per game this season. So again, he is one of the top athletes. He's actually going to SDSU after his high school career comes to a close. Another name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight, averages about 14 points per contest, Nolan Luthmers. He is the point guard for the Smet and really doesn't have to do a whole lot as long as he's facilitating and everything. And you're going to watch this team, kind of rely on Wilkinson, but they do have players around Wilkinson that can make things go as the night goes on. So that is something for the Smet Bulldogs. Taking a look for the Chargers here. Did get some good shots from some other players last night, but Wesley Whitler was the one who led the way with 28 points in the contest for Sully Buttes. But Easton Moore, tough shooting night last night, only finished with 2, but he averages about 14 points per game. And Jet Yackley finishing with 10. Gavin Colson had some big shots in that contest in the loss last night against Walls. So those are your matchups by the numbers here. Another key thing we're going to talk about, rebounding is going to be huge tonight. The Sully Buttes Chargers lost the rebounding margin yesterday. They are going to have to win that today in order to give themselves a chance. If you get the Smet second, third, fourth chances, that's going to be hard because, again, Wilkinson underneath is 6'10", senior. That is going to be a tough assignment for whoever has to guard him. James Miles and Cooper Falkenhagen definitely going to have their hands full here on this Friday afternoon. We'll take one more break here. When we come back, it is our pregame conversation with head coach Brian White. That is next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Let's hold on here. Let's see how long we want to take here before this one. Let's take a 90-second timeout when we come back. That's pregame conversation next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in South Dakota, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Uh-huh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in South Dakota who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Online Country 95.3 Sports. It's head coach Brian White. And coach, first off, tough game yesterday, but I mean, you still get 2 more days of basketball. So how do you kind of approach going into these final 2 days of basketball?
You know, just with some freedom, honestly. You know, the pressure's kind of off. You obviously come here to win a state championship. Pressure kind of off at this point after a tough one last night. So now we're just going to come out and play the best that we can play.
I was going to say, I know. I mean, you think about just the stretches of runs that kind of happened last night as well. But, I mean, now that you guys kind of got a game in, you say the pressure's off a little bit. I mean, what is just kind of the message to your team today going in? I mean, knowing that you still have an opportunity to go win 2 more games.
Just that, exactly. We got a chance to play basketball for 2 more days, you know, like that's exciting. We're excited to get to go play basketball for 2 more days. We're ready to go, and we're going to come out and play really well and hopefully have a lot of fun doing it.
Well, speaking of fun, Coach, I mean, kind of an interesting matchup you guys have with the Smet coach. And just talk about this team. Obviously, there's one particular player that's kind of been highlighted with this team, but, I mean, this team overall is just a really good basketball team fundamentally.
Yeah, they're big, they're physical. They've been here a lot of times, so we're just going to have to show up and play really well.
I mean, talk about, I know I mentioned the one player, and that's Wilkinson, number 34. Has a lot of accolades for basketball. He's a college athlete. I mean, how do you approach a matchup like that when he's 6'10", and he's getting all of his points in the paint?
We try to push him off spots. You got to defend early, and then you got to try to not give him the second or third chance. You know, that's where it really comes down to. If we can prevent the second and third chances, we'll give ourselves a chance to rebound some balls and do some things. If he gets second and third chances every possession, then it'll be tough.
Let's talk about offensively, Coach. I mean, got to get somebody else going, it feels like, tonight. I know Whitler had his night as well, but, just to maybe get some of these other guys going, how important is that going to be today against Smet?
I mean, we're just going to have to keep playing the way we play and shared the ball fine. I thought the ball got the popped at times, and when times we had a couple big shots that just didn't go in, and we were right there. I mean, we're one shot goes in, and we got tied ball game, I think, 2 or 3 times, and unfortunately they didn't go in, and we'll just keep moving forward.
Well, Coach, last question here. I know it's going to be a fun day of basketball, but what's going to help you guys get in that consolation championship tomorrow?
We're really going to have to rebound the ball. I mean, today's going to come down to rebounding the basketball and pace. So if we can do those, if we can get some boards and do some of that, it'll be give ourselves a chance to win.
Coach, I appreciate you. Best of luck.
Thanks for covering us. Appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White here for this one, and big thanks to Jeremy having to step in. And we're going to, again, gonna try to run the scoreboard tonight. If our stream starts to go down, we will have to take off the scoreboard. That's for our visual audience, because our goal is the longevity of the stream, not just to. We'd love to be fancy, but again, if we have to take the scoreboard, we want to make sure we provide the full game for you guys here. Let's get you a uniform report here. Is the Bulldogs going to be in their maroon uniforms today? Gold numbers, gold lettering. It's trimmed in white. Bulldogs, or I should say, the Smet on their uniforms. For the Chargers, it is going to be their home whites. They'll have the purple numbers, purple lettering, and Sully Buttes on their jerseys, trimmed in black with the thin stripe on either side of their uniform. We should just go right into that starting lineup here for this one. We do have that starting lineup for both teams here today. We will kind of go with them as well here, but appreciate you tuning in here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. The Sullivan County Sheriff's Office does want to remind you that to be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office. And we will get that starting lineup here in just a moment for you guys, as they are introducing everybody here for the officials, the cheerleaders, and the junior officials that are in this one as well. And before I get too far ahead, I don't really give them a shout out as much as I should, but a big shout out to the Booster Club that has helped us all season long. Again, all the Booster Club people. Also, a big thanks to the people, all those who provided some swag for us at state. That was pretty cool. Who provided all of that as well. I know they got a bunch of jackets and everything, so they made sure the Chargers were well equipped for this state tournament. Kayla for the jacket, gotta give her a shout out, reaching out and got a jacket. I had to make sure I had to wear something Sully Buttes here today. Don't worry, I'm dressed professionally for this one, but they are gonna get to that starting lineup here in just a moment. But I wanted to make sure I gave them some appreciation for everything they have done for us here this season, for all of our season coverage and everything. But the starting lineup going to get introduced here in just a moment. They got to play that video that's right now pretty quiet at the moment, but we'll get you that starting lineup here. We'll start with the opposing team. That is the Smet Bulldogs. It will look like this. It is number 1, a junior at 6'3". It's Noah Luthmers. He'll be followed by number 2. It's a senior guard at 6'2". It's Slayton Wilkinson. Number 11 is a senior 5'9" guard at Colby Sinclair. Number 34, the name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight in the paint. He is a senior at 6'10" center in Grant Wilkinson. And to round up the starting lineup, it's number 45, a junior at 6'6", and that is Carter Wilkinson. 4 Wilkinsons on the team for this. They have quite a bit of the similar last names, relatives, and more on this team. For your Sully Buttes Chargers, it looks like this. It is number 3, a freshman at 6'3" in Easton Moore. He's followed by the number 10 sophomore at 5'8". It's Jet Yackley. It's a senior, your now new all-time leading scorer at 6'1", senior number 15 in Wesley Whitler. It's number 20, a senior at 5'10", it's Gavin Colson. And to round up the starting lineup, number 44, it's a senior at 6'2", that is Mr. James Miles. Head coach Brian White from the Sully Buttes Chargers, making their first appearance back here again in 6 seasons. And Jeff Grueningen, the head coach for the Bulldogs. currently in his 15 years of coaching, but has been here since the 2017-2018 season. The Bulldogs have had 3 state titles and 2 runner-up finishes in his short time here for the Bulldogs as they're finishing up the lineups here. Again, the height advantage is clearly going to favor one team. That is going to be the Bulldogs here. How do the Chargers go with it? Because, yes, they have been the shorter team as far as heights go, but they have played like the big guys before. So it's not that the Chargers can't be the big guys. They have. They just got to bring that kind of appearance for them today. Do we have a hunting theme going on, Jeremy, for that student section? Is that hunting or camo? Is it camo or hunting for the student section? For the student section, we got camo or hunting. I'm gonna just assume it's a camo theme. We'll go with that. Sully Butte's gonna go from right to left in this one. The Smet from left to right. Final moments before we get set here. From the Barnett Center at Northern State University, Easton Moore will be in the center circle and will take you on Wilkinson. Again, going to be heck of a matchup here. Winner will play for 5th place tomorrow. Loser, that's today at 11 a.m. against the number 1 seed, Volker Hurley. And we're underway here as the opening tip will be controlled by the Bulldogs here, going from left to right here in the first quarter. Again, winner will play Aberdeen Christian here tomorrow as the Chargers will get a turnover on the first possession here. Could have the pace advantage if they do want to pick up the pace a little bit. Again, that inside is also going to be a factor in this one. We'll see how the Chargers utilize going into the attack. Whitler is going to float it just in front of Wilkinson. No good. Colson rebound as he picks it up. Will swing it over to Yackley. Yackley will hand off to Colson on the drive. Floater in the paint. Got it. And the first points go to the Sully Buttes Chargers. They lead 2-0 on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Booth wears the ball handler, averaging about 15 points per game. He'll swing it to the near side now. There for Sinclair. They'll try to go inside. Another takeaway. Yackley falls to the floor. Colson picks it up. He'll lob it over to Wesley Whitler. Tries to spin in the paint. Puts it up. Shots blocked by Carter Wilkinson. Again, that presence in the paint going to be a challenge for the Chargers. How do they approach it? Whitler on the attack inside as the shot is no good. Wilkinson gets the rebound, put back, and he'll be fouled, and 2 free throws coming up for Grant Wilkinson. First personal foul is going to be assessed to James Miles. And that'll be the first team foul for Sully Buttes. Wilkinson again put up 40 points in the loss, and the first one's off the mark. Scored 40 of the 57 was Wilkinson. But again, anything can happen here in Aberdeen. That was proven last night with 3 upsets. Wilkinson for a second. High, bouncing and drops in. 2-1 your score. 6:43 to go in the opening quarter. Actually rushed over the timeline now. Checks with White to get the play as Whitler's got it near the midcourt circle. Whitler gets the screen, hand off there to Yackley on the drive, dishes it off to Whitler with the reverse, can't get it to go. And the rebound going to be picked up there by the Bulldogs and Slayton Wilkinson. Bulldogs can take the lead with the made shot here with 6:15 to go. They'll feed it to Wilkinson, and that's going to be foul number 2 on James Miles. And they're going to say that is on the... They're going to say that's on the shot. So that's 2 free throws, and just like that, Cooper Falkenhagen is going to check in. Got a significant amount of playing time yesterday. Wilkinson makes his second bucket at the line. And James Miles will check out again. That's going to be the assignment for James Miles and Cooper Falkenhagen. He's the 6'10 senior in Wilkinson. Looking to take the lead with the made shot. No good. Free throw no good. It is picked up there by Colson. Whitler will make it over the timeline now. He'll spot up for a 3, fire it, and it's going to be no good as it goes around the iron. So a quick one and done. Sully Buttes looking like they're going to try to go a little bit faster than the slow, methodical Smet Bulldogs. Here's a handoff to Wilkinson. Wilkinson make it from near side to far side. Here's a give up now to Sinclair. Sinclair matched up by Yackley in the man-to-man. Sinclair in the paint, put up shot, no good. Yackley rebound. Yackley's going to go, and a foul will stop it. Feels like this is the most whistles early in a game to start. These games had been on the more physical side of things. That first game with Aberdeen Christian definitely was a high, intense physical game. And that could be set up here. Yackley off to Whitler. Will swing off to Moore. Back to Whitler on the drive. Whitler spins. Whitler dish it off on their own hand. Moore for a triple. That's no good. And the rebound going to be courtesy of Wilkinson. Chargers not allowing those second chance rebounds to start here in the early going, but that rebounding disadvantage they had yesterday, gonna have to change that up here in this one. Chargers have not scored in the last 2:15. Here's a drive by to Smet. Layup is good, and the Bulldogs will take their first lead of the night. 4-2 the score. Chargers quickly now. Hand off to Whitler. We'll pass it off there to Moore on the baseline. Now he'll back his way up on Wilkinson. Moore will get fouled by Carter Wilkinson. And that'll be the first foul by Wilkinson. Second team foul for Smet. And we'll get our first media timeout with 4:44 to go. Smet 4, Sully Buttes 2. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 on Country 95.3.
So why do teenagers play high school sports?
My reason why is a sense of purpose.
My reason why is to inspire others.
One reason student athletes seldom mention is to get an athletic scholarship. They know that only 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship. So why do they play?
My reason why is friendship.
Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Back here on Country 95.3, online Country 95.3 Sports. Got our first media timeout coming out of the break. Chargers will get the inbound after the foul there by Wilkinson. Yackley will fire a three from the corner. We'll leave it off the front iron. And Carter Wilkinson gets the rebound. Chargers have not scored in their last 5 possessions. Currently 1 of 7 from the line. Did have a struggling first half shooting yesterday. That is right now where things are starting. We've only played less than 4 minutes of basketball. Whitler will get a steal. And Whitler's going to try to get over the midcourt stripe. Going to go on the attack, gives it off to Moore. Up top, Yackley has a three, fires it, and that's going to be no good. Moore going to try to go for the rebound, throws it off of the defender of Wilkinson, and that's going to be Sully Buttes basketball. Nice heads-up play there by Easton Moore. Knew right away he was going to go out of bounds, throws it off of Slayton Wilkinson. And yes, there is 3 Wilkinsons on the court right now. Whitler catch and shoot 3 on the inbound, will hit the iron and fall right to Grant Wilkinson. And Sully Buttes will miss their now last 6 shots, haven't scored in 3 minutes and 23 seconds. 3:50 to go, 4-2 your score. Inside give to Slayton Wilkinson on the floor, and a whistle will stop the possession. 4-2 the score. Foul assist. Easton Moore picks up his first, team's 3rd of the first quarter. It's Luthers has it. Bounce pass inside there for Wilkinson. Kicked out to Luthers with a 3 on the wing. No good, and Moore will bring down the rebound. Whitler back with it. Going to try to go all the way with it. Left side, he'll be fouled and go to the line. That'll be his first opportunity, and we just got a whistle, and it looks like some free throws coming up here. Now we'll get an officials discussion. It was a technical assessed to the Bulldogs, and now we'll see what this official discussion is all about. And they're going to give this off to Slayton Wilkinson, and they're going to get a technical, but that'll be free throws, and they'll get the basketball back. So this is going to be the foul free throws for Whitler, as he'll miss the first one, so he'll stay 4-2, but Chargers can tie it here with this trip. Whitler fires the second one, cuts the lead to within 1. And we'll get one more there. And now, so Whitler will go, and now it's Yackley who will fire these technical free throws. And Yackley will tie it up. This one for the lead, and they'll get the basketball back. Yackley's second one, you bet that's good. Feels like he's automatic from the line. So the Chargers will get the lead back. They lead 5-4. And we'll get the basketball back as Coach White's giving some instructions. Yackley will inbound it right in front of our area here. Right in front of the media row. 3:28 to go, 5-4 the score. Whitler gives it off there to Moore, no good. Wilkinson rebound. Good pass there to Smet. Was open for a travel either way. They got the basketball back, as Luthers will get it on the far wing. 3:10 to go, at the top. Luthers trying to back his way in. Now he picks up his dribble, gives it off there to Wilkinson. It's Carter Wilkinson, gives it off right open inside is Koivan Regemather, who will get the bucket and now give the Smet a 6-5 advantage. Whitler will be fouled on the drive. Really that presence on the inside there for the Bulldogs, really not changing much for the Chargers, and it's bonus free throws because of the foul. And Whitler will shoot some more free throws. Did go 1 of 2 in his last possession. At the line. And while he's at the line, that gives us a chance to thank South Dakota Public Broadcasting for allowing us to stream this game at State as Whitler like the first. If you want the full state tournament coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3. Check out SDB Sports on social media for all of the content. Whitler goes perfect from the line, gives them a 1-point lead with 2:45 to go. Luthers will make his way over the midcourt stripe. He'll pass it off there. Inside give to Wilkinson. Wilkinson fires it over 3 Chargers. Can't get that one to go. And that's how the Chargers are going to have to play some defense. They're going to have to, when they can, double team down low. That was what Walt did yesterday in their win against the Bulldogs. When they don't know, go get that double team and have that opportunity. I mean, even though Wilkinson put up 40 points yesterday, that's exactly what Walt did that the Chargers did a moment ago. Chargers have it. Whitler, 3 from the near wing, no good. And it's going to be a one and done. Sully Buttes. 2:19 to play, 7-6 your score. Chargers have not had a field goal in 5 minutes, but they lead by 1. Here's the drive now from Slayton Wilkinson. He'll back his way up. More matched up with him defensively. 3, fired. Carter Wilkinson, short off the front iron, and Moore with another rebound. Gives it off to Whitler. Whitler on the drive, right side, layup no good. Really trying to go fast is Sully Buttes. $1:46 to go. The Chargers have missed their last 9 shots. The Smet down by 1 in a 7-6 game. There's a feed inside to Wilkinson. Puts it up off there. Matched up there by Falkenhagen. The shot is good. It's now 8-7. The Smet up. Yackley on the drive. He'll now back his way up top there. Down to Moore at the top. will spin, fire a shot. That one off the back iron. Falkenhagen rebound. There's a kick out looking for Whitler, and he'll turn it over. 72 seconds to go. Looks like the Bulldogs will try to take as much time as they can. Up top for Wilkinson. He'll give it off there now to Grant Wilkinson. Swing to Carter. He'll fire a three. That one splashed in. 11-7 to Smet up with 50 seconds to go. Yackley, 5 out of 3. Gives it up to Colson. Go underhanded back to Yackley. Yackley, Colson, give it back to Yackley on the near wing. He'll fire a three. Yackley trying to answers, and he does. A triple cuts it to within one. 30 seconds to go. Bulldogs can hold for the final shot. Shot clock turned off with 27 to go. Boothhurst has it. He'll hand it off there now to Van Roggemouther. Get it back up top there for Wilkinson. Slayton Wilkinson looks for the give. Turnover there as Whitler gets in the passing lane. Falkenhagen picks up the steal. And now Sully Buttes can hold it. 7 seconds to play. Whitler, midcourt stripe. There's a screen there by Falkenhagen. Whitler, skip pass over to Moore. Floats it up with the time expiring. Got it to go in. How about a second one for Easton Moore in this tournament and gives the Chargers a 1-point lead. 12-11 is your score. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3. Second quarter next.
From time to time, parents occasionally ask,
is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
A better question might be,
is it safe for my children not to participate in high school sports?
Statistics show that teenagers are likely to be healthier and stay healthier as adults if they play a sport in high school. Participating in a high school sport builds and maintains strong bones, muscles, and joints. High school athletes are also more likely to develop good eating habits. High school athletes not only have stronger bodies, their self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-discipline are strengthened too. So insightful parents aren't asking,
is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
Instead, they're asking,
hey, what time is the game tonight?
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Second quarter action getting underway. Easton Moore with a butterbeer floater gives the Chargers a 12-11 advantage here to start the second quarter. Wyatt Bridgegall with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio helping us here on the air today. Jeremy behind the camera for all the work. 12-11 is your score as the Chargers got their first bucket in over 5 minutes to end that quarter. Moore loses it. Falkenhagen is able to save the possession. Is up top now. It's Whitler. Drive, floater, up and in. Now no good. Is right now Whitler's trying to get his first buckets from the field in a while. Right now he's got threes, 0 of 7 from the field. The Smet will look to try to get the lead back. As on the other end is Wilkinson will lose it. That'll turn the basketball over. That is turnover number 5 for the Bulldogs. With 7:26 to go in the second quarter, Chargers will get it back and try to get their biggest lead. Neither team has taken a timeout yet. As Yackley over the midcourt stripe. He'll swing it over to Whitler. Whitler on the far wing. He'll back his way up. Defense and a man-to-man for the Bulldogs. Back to Whitler at the pass for Moore. Whitler down the paint. Looks, spins, fires a shot. It is going to be a foul on the floor. And that will be a foul on the Bulldogs. That'll be foul on Carter Wilkinson. That will be his second, team's first of the quarter. So it'll be a trigger in for the baseline. Inbound will go to Yackley at the top. Yackley, college three, leaves it short. Wilkinson rebound. And Luthburst with the rebound will walk his way over the midcourt stripe with 6:55 to go in the opening half. Luthburst, far wing, now give it up top there for Wilkinson. They'll swing it up there to Regenmacher. Shot no good. Rebound by Wilkinson for a second chance. Moore gets into the passing lane. Watch out there as meeting people almost losing all their equipment. So stay Bulldogs basketball. They'll inbound it right from the sideline. Up top for Regenmacher. Up top once again. They're just playing a little bit catch there from Wilkinson. Luthers has it with 19. Now give it back up there to Wilkinson. Drive and a foul. A lot of bodies on the deck here in this tournament so far. Again, that's the physicality this game has seen, and Gavin Colson will pick up his first. Picks up his first with 6:24 to go in the second. It's 12-11, so we're still looking for our first bucket, and wide open underneath is going to be Van Regenmacher, who will get the first bucket of the quarter, and the Smet gets their lead back at 13-12. Up top to Colson. Colson in the paint, fires it from the elbow, back iron, brought down by Wilkinson, falls to the floor, and Cooper Fogelhagen will pick up the foul, and probably not much he could have done there. And that will be his first. Team second. With 6:08 to go, James Miles will check in for Fogelhagen. Also, again, another change is back in is Colby Sinclair for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes to go in the second. 13-12 your score. Lowest scoring output to start this one, and it's Bulldog turnover. Chargers trying to push the pace. It's a 4-on-4. Whitler goes with it, keeps control, and lays it up and in. Get his first shot from the field today as he's got 5. 14-13 Sully Buttes. 5:40 to go. Sinclair swing it off there to Van Regenmacher. Now it's Luthers for a triple and answers. 3 gives the 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Ackley now. Ackley, drive, free throw, high free throw, and he'll fall to the floor. That's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. And that will give Grant Wilkinson his first. And Ackley goes to the line, you know, has those moments. If he can try to maybe get himself a second chance at the line, he'll be able to do so. Or if he makes the bucket, make it a 3-point play. But Ackley will have to go 2 for 2. And he makes the first. Gives us a chance to thank the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They do want to let you know to be an example driving sober. Show your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. A ride alive. Don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw for Ackley. Count it. And we're tied at 16 apiece. 5:20 to go. We're nearing the media timeout. Luthers has it. Over the midcourt logo. We'll swing it over there to Regenmacher. Now hand off to Wilkinson. It's Grant up top now. And up to Carter. Back now to Slayton Wilkinson. It's all the Wilkinsons just passing it around right now. And it's going to be almost taken away there by Ackley. Ran all the way to try to get that steal. There's a pass inside. Wide open was Regenmacher for the score. And sometimes when you try to go for those steals, it's going to leave somebody wide open. That was the case. The Bulldogs had enough time to find it. 18-16 to Smet. Ackley now to Colson. We'll swing it back to Ackley on the wing. Ackley will try to back it up on a man-to-man defense. It's now Whitler. Whitler will step into the college three and got it. Nothing but net with 4:19 to go. It's 19-18. Sully Buttes. 4:12 to go. Shot there from Luthers, no good. Rebound is picked up by Whitler. Whitler going to try to go on the attack. Left side off the glass and no good. Chargers really trying to push the pace with their scoring as we're under 4 to go. It's a blocking foul. As Easton Moore tried to get in the way and didn't set his feet in time. It's a blocking foul by the Chargers with 3:55 to go. We go to immediate timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, 19-18 your score.
College or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler seeks hybrids and a Murastem Corp performance products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre.
Big thanks to the South Dakota Public Broadcasting allowing us to stream this game. Want to let you know, for complete coverage of updated scores and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. Score is 19-18. We got some free throws on the way for Reagan Mother, who got a foul there from Easton Moore, trying to set himself up for a charge, but not enough in time, and the first one's off the mark. Second free throw on the way with 3:55 to go. 19-18, Sully Buttes up. And it'll stay 19-18. Second one was no good, and Colson will be fouled. So now that will either way give Sully Buttes the ball back, but kind of maybe a not necessarily needed foul there by Smet. Willer's going to slow jog it over the midcourt circle. Going from right to left. Miles will set up a screen. Whitler got the assignment now on Wilkinson. He'll spin, dish it off to Miles, puts the shot up and leaves it off the front iron. Also seeing Brenton Barber in for the first time in this tournament. You know, the presence he can bring defensively. Now the Chargers may be starting to go on a little scoring drought here. Smet with it back. 20 on the shot clock, 3:18 on the game clock. And Reagan Mother, they'll swing it around the arc now. It's going to be Wilkinson. And it's going to be Carter Wilkinson. Back to Luthmer. Just inside there for Grant Wilkinson. Loses it. And taken away by Yackley. Yackley will give it off to Whitler. Whitler on the drive. Layup is good. 21-18 your score with 2:50 to go. Luthmers on the midcourt logo. He'll swing it out to Reagan Mother. Now it's Wilkinson. Dribble up top to Grant Wilkinson. Miles backing off defensively. And now Luthmers will dish it inside for Wilkinson. Puts up the shot and got to go in. Makes it 21-20 with 2:28 to go. Yackley will swing it off to Colson. Colson on the drive, kicked out to Whitler. College three, in and out. And brought down there by Wilkinson. 21-20 your score. 2:13 to go. There's a drive and a foul by the Bulldogs. They'll send Smet to the line, and Coach White saying, arguably, that should not be on the floor. Now, White is not thrilled that it's putting Smet at the line, but Luthmers is going to shoot two and a chance to take the lead for the Bulldogs. First one ties it up. And I think Coach White is having to back off before a bench warning is assessed to him. And James Miles will check out. That foul was on Colson, by the way. And Falkenhagen checks in. Easton Moore going to get set to check in. Luthmers will make his second. And another substitution. Easton Moore will check in for Barber. With 2:11 to go, Bulldogs lead by one. 22-21 with 2:11 to go. Yackley now. Over the midcourt circle. He'll hand it off now to Colson. Colson at the top, and we'll swing it to the near wing for Moore. Moore on the drive. Spin, puts up the shot. That one's no good either. It's brought down by Grant Wilkinson. Right now, he has got a total of 8 rebounds on the night so far. Make it 9. He's got 1 offensive board. Wilkinson looks for the pass inside to Grant Wilkinson. Wide open underneath as the Chargers try to swat it away. That's now a 3-point lead at 24-21. Yackley fakes the give. He'll spin. Kicked out to Moore. Now swing it off to Colson. There's a screen from Falkenhagen. Back up top to Yackley with 1:20 to go. 20 on the shot clock. Moore. Timeout driving. Now he puts it on the deck. Spin. Kick out. Colson. 15 on the shot clock. Colson underhanded off to Yackley. Yackley now will back his way up with 8 seconds on the clock. He'll hand it off to Whittler. Whittler, drive, paint, left side, no good. Got put it up with 2 on the shot clock and couldn't get it to go in. Somehow didn't get that one to go in, and frustration there shown by Whittler as he knew he had that one. Wilkinson's got it inside. Wilkinson will put up the shot and a travel. So the bucket would have counted if that was not called. It's a 6-0 run for this Smet, but that will be turnover number 7. Chargers have taken care of the basketball well, just 1 turnover on the night. Shot clock separated by 9. Yackley walked over the midcourt line. Yackley swing it off to Moore. Bounce pass off to Whittler on the near side. Back to Yackley at the top. 26 on the game clock. 15 on the shot clock. Yackley gets the screen from Falkenhagen. Gives it off there now to Whittler. Backs his way up. Chargers going to elect to take the full time they can. Whittler 3, no good. And Luthers has it. 10 seconds to go. Whittler going to try to play tight defense, man-to-man. There's a give. Pass inside to Wilkinson. Off the glass, no good. Moore's got it. Moore to Whittler with 1. Fires it deep. It's going to be left short. But a great first half here in Aberdeen. It is 24 for the Bulldogs, 21 for Sully Buttes. We'll step aside. We're back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers!
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers, and congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011. There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Back here on Country 95.3, online Country 95.3 Sports, your halftime show here. Courtesy of Lincoln Construction, Hawaii Grade. And take a look at some of the first half numbers here. The Chargers, actually we'll start with the Smet, I apologize. 9 of 18 from the field. They shot 50% from the field in the first half. They went 2 of 5 from three-point land and 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. So 50s and 40s are good, except when you're at the charity stripe, 4 of 8. Those 4 points could have extended that lead up to 7. Take a look for the Chargers. They went 6 of 28 from the field. Again, that was kind of the shooting night that he started off last night. And right now are 6 of 28 at 21.4%. 2 of 11 from three-point land, but the free throws right now keeping them close. They are currently 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. For the rebounds, right now, the Smet with a total of 20 rebounds. Chargers with 13. Offensively, those were some of the second chances. The Bulldogs, Chargers have done a really good job of holding that to be the case. Only 2 offensive rebounds for the Smet. The Chargers have 13 in total, but 4 offensive rebounds for the Chargers here in the first half. Taking a look, turnovers though. Chargers have done a really good job with just 1 turnover, forcing 7 for this Smet. So really, Chargers giving themselves some opportunities and taking some possessions away from the Bulldogs here in the first half, I should say. Taking a look at your quarter by quarter, Sully Buttes led 12-11 after 1. The Smet, though, outscored the Chargers 13-9 in the second. Biggest lead for the Chargers was 3 with 2:56 to go in the second, as the Smet had a 4-point lead with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute break. We'll get you some individual numbers next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935 or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Score right now, the Smet 24, Sully Buttes 21 at the halftime intermission. The Chargers went on a almost 3-minute scoring drought. They made only one of their last 8. Is the Bulldogs ended on a 6-0 run. Total points, a look at the Bulldogs first, and Chargers defensively have done a really good job holding Grant Wilkinson in check. Just 8 points for him, lead scoring for the Bulldogs. 6 for Reagan Mother. You got 5 for Noah Luthmers, and 2 for Colby Sinclair, and 3 for Carver Wilkinson in the first half here so far. For the Chargers, it's led by Wesley Whitler. He's got 10 in the contest. Jet Yackley, he's got 7. You have 2 for Gavin Colson, 2 for Easton Moore in the first half of play as well. You got 1 bucket from Grant Wilkinson. He's away from a double-double. He's already got 10 total rebounds in the contest. But that is your look at your individual statistics here in the first half. Don't forget, later on here today, and actually about to start here pretty soon, you go to our sister station, KCCR, where the Stanley County Buffaloes will take on Cheyenne Eagle Butte. And that one will have that coverage on our sister station at KCCR. You can tune in after the conclusion of this one. Final 90-second break. We'll get you second half action on the other side on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in South Dakota, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in South Dakota, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Sully Butte Chargers down by 3 as we get you set for the second half here. As right now, I mean, defensively, you got to be pretty impressed how the Chargers have, with the matchup inside, they have really held their own defensively, causing some turnovers and much more in the first half as well. Also, for the Sully Buttes, they just got to get their shots to go. Again, they've struggled now the first half twice here in this tournament. They've shot below 30%. They shot 26 in the first half yesterday, but this time around they shot 21.4 and also just 18% from three-point land. But we'll see how the Chargers come out of this second half. They did put up 32 in that second half last night. We know the Chargers can go on a run at any time. It will be the Smet basketball to start the second half. They'll flip ways as the Smet will go from right to left. Sully Butte's left to right. Smet in their road maroons. Chargers in their home whites. Chargers are still waiting to disperse from their lineup. Or hello, I should say. Now they're out. Gavin Colson, Jay Yackley, Wesley Whitler, Cooper Falkenhagen, and Easton Moore. The 5 to start this half here for Sully Butte. James Miles is playing with some foul trouble at the moment. The Smet's got it. It's going to be a Wilkinson triple to start the half. No good. Whitler climbs the ladder for the rebound. As Whitler will zip it quickly over to Easton Moore. Moore on the drive. Gets some contact. There's a kick out for Gavin Colson. And Colson will get it out to Yackley to reset the offense. To the Chargers, they have a run in them to get them a significant lead. Yackley will fire a 3 to tie it. He does. Looked perfect getting out of his hand, and that's the case. And we're tied at 24 apiece. First bucket in over 3 minutes for the Chargers, dating back to the first half. Drive now by Wilkinson. Has that poked away there from Colson, but picked up there by Uthers. Uthers matched up by Moore. It's a man-to-man defense here for Sully Butte. 7 minutes to go as the minute's gone by. Butler starting there. Sinclair gives it off to Wilkinson. Puts up the shot, and it'll be a foul. Now we got some free throws coming up, and I believe that will be Cooper Falkenhagen picking up his second. Either second or third, but I believe it's second. That is the case. But Wilkinson to try to take the lead here with 6:51. First free throw is good. Sully County Sheriff's Office does want to let you know to be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility. Whether you're at home or on the road, show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Wilkinson misses his second. And it's a 1 of 2 trip from the line. Whitler to take the lead. In and out shot. You know, Whitler's wishing he's had a better first half. He went 3 of 16 from the field in the first half. Boothmer's getting the play call in. He'll give it off there now to Sinclair. Sinclair's going to fire a 3. Off to the right. Rebound by Wilkinson. Underneath. Puts up the shot. No good. And Whitler's going to try to push the pace. Whitler on a 3-on-3. Gets by the defense and slashes it for 2. And Coach White is yelling for a foul, trying to maybe get one. And I think the ref is acknowledging maybe they missed one there. Shot there, no good. Wilkinson, he's going to be fouled, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. And the Chargers have picked up their second team foul of the quarter. James Miles is going to check in as Falkenhagen picks up his third. 6:01 to go, 26-25. Sully Buttes up by 1. Inbound is going to be from Wilkinson. It's up top, and we got a foul. An offensive foul is going to be assessed to the Bulldogs. And now the Smet fans are not pleased. It's going to be a foul on Carter Wilkinson. One thing I've noticed, Jeremy, is some of these fans, you know, getting a little into some of these calls, especially that first half. There was a guy in a Bobby Boucher jersey, just was every call. He was finding a way to be a part of it, whether it was going for his team or not. But I just thought the Bobby Boucher jersey was a really help stand out. Moore's going to fire a triple. He splashes it in. 29-25, Sully Buttes' biggest lead of the game for them was at 3. It's now expanded to 4. 5:30 to go, and a whistle and another foul. This one's going to be on Sully Buttes, though. And James Miles has picked up his third. I believe it's either... Yeah, he picks up his third, so now your problem is your two guys who have the matchup with Grant Wilkinson and both playing with 3 fouls now. Here's a 3 from Sinclair, and perfect. Green release, and that's a 1-point game. 29-28, 5:17 to go. Yackley, not the top. He's matched up by Sinclair, going from left to right. It's Whitler, got a man to go. He'll go on the drive, kick out. Yackley up top, thought about 3. Puts it on the deck, over to Moore. Moore, can he go 2 for 2? You bet! Easton Moore with 8. It's a 32-28 contest. 4:50 to go. Sinclair will swing it off to Wilkinson. Quick catch and shoot 3 on the answer. Can't do so. Rebound brought down by Whitler. Whitler gonna try to slash the defense. Puts a high shot and got it to go with an emphatic cry from Whitler. And Whitler's got a chance for a 3-point play. Everybody on Sully Buttes loving that. And we'll go to the media timeout. In just a moment, there's the media timeout. 4:40 to go. Sully Buttes looking to extend their lead to 7 on the other side of this 60-second timeout. We're back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
So why do teenagers play high school sports?
My reason why is a sense of purpose.
My reason why is to inspire others.
One reason student athletes seldom mention is to get an athletic scholarship. They know that only 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship. So why do they play?
My reason why is friendship.
Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Coming out of the timeout, media timeout, 34-28. Chargers have a chance to extend their lead to 7 with a free throw by Wesley Whitler trying to get the three-point play. As Easton Moore's going to back out. And Whitler will put one free throw here and getting some last-second changes here. So there we go. Now we'll get the free throw. Biggest lead for the Chargers right now, and they can extend it by 1 with 4:40 to go. Whitler's free throw, no good. So it'll stay a 6-point lead, but that bucket, if there's going to be a moment, that might be one of the big buckets that will come later down as this game starts to wind down. Sinclair on the wing. That one poked away there from Whitler, and he'll get a foul on the floor first. And the foul will go, I believe, on Easton Moore. He'll pick up his third. So just like that, 3 Chargers with 3 fouls. Inbound to Luthburst. He is on the wing. Now a pass inside for Wilkinson. Shot is up, rolls around the iron and doesn't go in. And Whitler will slowly get it over the midcourt stripe. We'll swing it off to Yackley now. Yackley back off to Whitler now. On the near wing, screen there from Moore. Fires a triple and got it to go. Gotta love the Sully Buttes bench here in this one. They are in it the whole way. Sully Buttes fans standing up as well as the Smet fans, but you're seeing the emotion from the Sully Buttes fan as Easton Moore gets in the way of that one and out of bounds. It's last touch, but Jet Yackley goes off the back. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs with 3:48 to go. 37-28. Bretton Barber going to check in for Easton Moore. And now we got a marker on the floor, and now we're good. Bulldogs will trigger it in. Inbound. The Luthers down to Sinclair. And we're going to get a foul. That one's going to be on the Chargers, so that's bonus for the Bulldogs. Yeah, that's going to be free throws. That's going to send Carter Wilkinson to the line. With the foul going against Bretton Barber, who picked up his first. There's the first free throw from Wilkinson. He's no good. South Dakota Public Broadcasting allowing us to stream this weekend's games for Sully Buttes. Big appreciation to them. If you do want the sports coverage, make sure you check out SDPB.com or SDPB. They'll have their games on all 3 of their channels. If you want the complete coverage, visit SDPB Sports on social media. Second free throw, no good. It stays 37-28. 3:35 to go. Yackley off to Whitler. He puts it on the deck once over to Barber. Back to Whitler. Whitler now gets the screen for Miles. He'll fire another 3. Does he go back-to-back? No. Miles trying to run down the rebound. Trying to save it. And they're going to say it's last touch by James Miles. Gotta love the hustle there from James Miles. Again, still playing with 3 fouls, and we'll see Cooper Falkenhagen check in last second, and James Miles getting an applause for his effort trying to run down that rebound. That was a long run down. 3:19 to go, 37-28 your score. Here on Country 95.3, KLXS Pier, and a turnover by the Bulldogs. I know it's Bulldogs are down, but I think what you're also noticing too is just like how Sully Buttes was yesterday, still calm and collective. That's the Bulldogs right now, at least with the coaching staff. Something I've noticed, Whitler's going to try to split the defense. We got Wilkinson, who's trying to cover it up and maybe try to find a way to keep possession. Arrow will favor the Chargers, so Bulldogs will get it back. But, you know, these teams that are down, the coaching calmness I'm noticing is really, really, I'll say impressive. Sometimes you don't really notice some of those things until you're really on the court side. Whitler slashes the defense for 2. On the inbound play, it's a 11-point game, 39-28. 2:40 to go in the third. Winner plays Aberdeen Christian tomorrow for the 5th place game. Loser will play the number 1 seed, Ivor Hurley. Barber trying to get on the floor and a foul. Barber's trying to get a steal there and maybe try to cause a jump ball and a turnover, but Barber will pick up his second. And more free throws coming up. Oh, wait to see what's going on here, and looks like we got some. Gotta go mop up an area now. You gotta get them off for the first time, and there you go. Try to fix it up. There you go. Got some help there from youth basketball. Well, it's been helping us with our stats, so we gotta give a big thanks to them. Gonna get us our halftime stats and final stats here. Chargers right now on a 10-0 run. They're on a 15 run in the last over 4 minutes. First free throw from Wilkinson is off the mark. James Miles going to check in for Cooper Falkenhagen. Is again, those two right now playing with 3 fouls, as well as Easton Moore. Right now, Moore and Falkenhagen on the bench. It's Barber and James Miles in. Second free throw is good. 15-4 run. Chargers have made their last 6 of their last 7. Right now, it's the Bulldogs with no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Yackley will swing it over to Barber. Back quickly up to Colson. Colson on the deck. Once, handoff to Whitler. Back out Barber. Swing it up top to Yackley. Now over to Colson. 3 above. Wilkinson, no good. It's going to be tap back. Still on the deck. Barber runs down the rebound. And the Chargers, those are the rebounds that are going to help them down this stretch as well. And the Chargers will slow it down after a great rebound by Bretton Barber. There's Whitler. Deck. Near side. Fires a shot. Blocked there by Wilkinson. And watch out. Almost ran into the camera. And got a whistle. They're going to say Wilkinson hit that out of bounds trying to save it. And so Sully Buttes are going to get a 3rd chance. Shot clock does reset as well. And now I got a whistle. And we'll see what's going on here. Oh, they reset the shot clock. That's what happened. So they reset it to 16. I was going to say, that didn't hit the iron and can't really reset it until there's a change of the possession. So that's where the reset came from. Colson looks as he picks up his dribble, looks to give it off there to Whitler. Whitler will be in the paint. Back out Yackley. Got 5 on the shot clock. Deep 3 as off the front iron. James Miles trying to run down the rebound. Falls to the floor, and it's a timeout by Coach White. What a timeout. What an effort there by James Miles. It's a 30-second timeout. Right now, the Chargers want everything. They want to go play a 5th place game tomorrow. They're showing their fights. 30-second timeout. You got to love the effort by both these two teams here today. But you got to love Bretton Barber and James Miles here in this 3rd quarter so far. As right now your score is 39-29 with about 26 to go. So we'll just keep it right here. As again, that timeout is the first one that's been spent all game long. And I don't think we've ever actually hit a median timeout in this second half, if I'm not mistaken. But timeout really just saves the possession. The shot clock did reset because it hit the iron. And the Chargers, a 4th chance now. 39-29 with about 26 to go. Gavin Colson will trigger it in for the near side baseline. Chargers setting up in the box around the paint. Inbound goes to Whitler. They'll swing it up to Yackley. And an offensive foul. And Carson Miles will check in, and I think James Miles just picked up his 4th. Oh, they're going to give this off to Breton Barber, excuse me. Carson Miles was going to check in, then he walked out. I think they were thinking that was on James Miles. That was a really near basketball when that happened. Boothburst swing it over down to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will fire a 3, no good as James Miles falls to the floor. And it's going to be a rebound out of bounds. So Sully Buttes will get it back with 1:08 to go. Easton Moore will check in for Breton Barber. Got more debris the Sully Buttes coaching staff is trying to clean up. 1:05 to play. Do the Chargers try to go for a 2-for-1? We'll find out. Colson will swing it off to Whitler. Quickly back over to Yackley. Bounce pass inside to Moore. That was a deep inside pass in there. There's a 3 there from Yackley's no good. And yeah, just put a little too much power on that pass. Moore really couldn't secure it. And we'll get Easton Moore to check out as trying to avoid those foul troubles there. Breton Barber's back in. So the shot clock is still on. 45 seconds to go. So the Chargers do get a 2-for-1, but they don't get the score on that last possession. 10-point lead at 39-29. Here is Regenmacher. Here's a 3 up top. It is splashed in. 3 is good by Van Regenmacher, and that will give the lead cut to within 7. Final possession here. Chargers are going to hold on. Yackley will stand on the midcourt circle. Smet in a man-to-man defense. There's a swing down to Colson. 7 seconds to go. Yackley back to Barber. Swing it off to Whitler. On the drive, Whitler bounce pass off to Colson with 1 on the clock. In and out. Good looking shot, but it doesn't go in. It's a 7-point game. Final 8 minutes next on this other side of a 60-second timeout on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Honey, isn't it amazing?
What?
The sacrifice, the dedication, the grit. I mean, they really set an example, don't they?
Oh, well, no question. Today's high school athletes are truly special.
Not the athletes.
Well, who?
The officials.
Oh.
Today's student athletes are truly special. But there's something pretty great about the men and women who officiate their games, too. Like the way they're giving back to their communities. Officiating is a terrific way to stay in shape, meet new people, and stay connected to the game you love. But the biggest reason of all? We need more qualified high school officials here in South Dakota. And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Rob.
Yeah.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Sully Buttes trying to hold on to a 39-32 lead going into the 4th quarter. Jeremy, thanks for getting that scoreboard updated. Doing a fantastic job here in this tournament. Having do a lot of work. You're helping the Chargers out. You're helping hear us out on KLXS Pure Country 95.3 as we're nearing that 2 o'clock hour Central Time. He's now back to the Bulldogs. They start with it here in the 4th quarter, down by 7. Looking for the dish inside to Wilkinson. His last deflected by the Chargers. And it will stay Smet basketball. Winner will play at 12:45 tomorrow against Aberdeen Christian. Loser will play at 11 o'clock against Holberg Hurley, who is the #1 seed coming into this tournament. Again, 3 lower seeds made it to the semifinals, and a 3 there from Sinclair will knock it in. Chargers were the only team that was not a top 4 seed to be in the consolation bracket. Yackley's going to hold on to it. Let's see what the Chargers do as they'll get the offense going. Gotta wonder if they'll start working the clock here. This, Smet can go. Now Coach White saying, let's go. Falconing will set a screen. Yackley's at the top over to Colson. Colson with 10 seconds to go and a foul will be spent by the Bulldogs. The shot clock does reset, so more time to go off. Foul is there on Sinclair. He'll pick up his first of the quarter, second and first team foul. Yackley will give it off there now to Whitler. Whitler is going to hold it over to Colson. Still got a shot clock down to 20 as a minute 10's gone by. Whitler back to Colson. Now Coach White tells him to let's go. Here's a give now to Moore. 10 on the shot clock. Yackley will pass it inside to Moore. Kick out Whitler on the drive. Whitler spins, fires it up with 2 on the shot clock. It's going to be no good. Rebound by Grant Wilkinson. Chargers spent almost a minute 30 on that possession. Up top now for Luthers. There's a give now to Wilkinson. Up top to Sinclair. Sinclair thought about a 3. Get it back to Luthers with 13 on the shot clock. He'll fire that 3 from the wing and got it to go. Just like that is a 1-point game. Chargers were up by 11. And the Bulldogs now have cut it to within 1. Whitler, he'll try to answer with a 3 of his own. Clicks off the back iron. And it's going to be last touch by Luthers. So it'll stay Sully Buttes basketball. Shot clock did reset with 34. And 5:43 to go on the game clock. Whitler, swing it over to Moore. Now to Yackley. Yackley puts it on the deck. Kick out to Moore. Moore. Back to Yackley. Fakes to go to Colson. Now to Moore. Moore will fire a 3 from the wing. That one's no good. It's brought down by Wilkinson. I should say Slayton Wilkinson gets the rebound. And a timeout will be spent by the Bulldogs. They will spend their first of the entire game. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 39-38. Sully Buttes up with 5:22 to go. Back here on Country 95.3. Online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Want to give a big thanks to the South Dakota Public Broadcasting, allowing us to broadcast these games here at the state tournament for Sully Buttes. And if you want the complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television and on SDPB1, SDPB2 TV, and SDPB3 TV. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. 1-point game, 39-38. Sully Buttes up by 1. Winner takes on Aberdeen Christian tomorrow at 12:45. Loser plays at 11 for 7th place. The Smet has the basketball, spending their first timeout. Both teams with 4 timeouts apiece. And we got to think there's going to be an immediate timeout that also is on the way. It's going to be Sinclair. Gives it off there to Wilkinson. Wilkinson now to Luthers. Pass inside for Grant Wilkinson. Puts up the shot to take the lead. Couldn't do so. Rebound still up. And we're going to get it out of bounds. And it's going to be last touch by Grant. Both of them were trying to get it. But either way, it ends up in the possession of the Sully Buttes. Yackley over the midcourt stripe. We'll get a substitution here for the Bulldogs on the next stoppage. Media timeout nearing its way. Yackley looks for the pass inside. It's reached over by Wilkinson for the turnover. 4:43 to go. 39-38. Smet can take the lead with a 2 or a 3. Give inside to Wilkinson for the lead. No good as Moore altered the shot. No good. Second chance. That one is good. The bucket's going to count. As Grant Wilkinson tried to get it to go in, it took him 3 chances, and he has a chance for a 3-point play. The foul on the Chargers. Whitler picks up his first, and Smet up by 1. And there's our immediate timeout. We'll take another one. 30 seconds, or excuse me, 60 seconds. We're back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Uh-huh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in South Dakota who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. It is coming out of our immediate timeout. Both teams with 4 timeouts apiece and 3 fouls to give. Going to the line will be Grant Wilkinson to extend this lead to 2. 40-39 with 4:30 to go. And Wilkinson, who really is having a below average scoring night. He's only got 11. Make it 12. He got the free throw to go. Again, Sully Buttes have done a fantastic job not really allowing him to do much from the post. Really forcing the Smith to really look for their shots. Yackley, pump fake 3, gets it to go, zips it over to Moore for 2, he got it. And we're tied at 41 apiece. Final 4 minutes of regulation. 41-41, Bulldogs basketball. Sam Arthur gives it up there to Wilkinson. So he can play a little catch. Look for the inside give, turnover. Whitler's gonna try to go fast. Whitler, Euro step, loses it, but a foul. And free throws coming up for Wesley Whitler to regain the lead. Last lead the Chargers had was at the 6:01 mark, where they led 39-38. And now Whitler is at the line to shoot 2. First free throw will stay at a 41-41 tie. Yeah, we'll get one more. Final free throw is no good, so an empty trip for the Chargers. And Smet can regain their lead. And Smet will spend a timeout. A calm timeout is called. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you. Be a good citizen, help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 3:40 to go. We'll have 3 timeouts left for Smet. 4 left for the Chargers. Smet has 2 fouls to give, while the Chargers have 3 to give. So you really, both teams in pretty good shape for this game when it starts to hit about that 90-second mark, the minute mark. I mean, when you need fouls to give, you got a chance to give them. Possession arrow favors Sully Buttes. The Smet will have it in front of their bench. Shot clock at 26, game clock at 3:40. Here we go. Uthworth has it. He'll give it off to Wilkinson, now near side to Slayton. Slayton looks for the give inside for Grant. Grant backs his way on Falkenhagen. No good, and brought down by Whitler. Chargers can retake the lead. Any made bucket would do so. Whitler loses it. Looking, spin, out to Moore. Swinging over to Yackley on the near corner. 23 on the shot clock, 3:15 on the game clock. Tied at 41. Here's a give to Whitler. Fakes the three one way, fires another three. That one's no good. And the rebound brought down by Wilkinson. Uthworth's going to try to push the pace. It is now Regenmather back to Luthlis, bound to Regenmather. Skip pass up top there to Slayton. And now give there to Wilkinson. Carter Wilkinson triple and got it. Big three there. It's a 3-point game. Colson, Yackley, can he answer? Leaves it short. And rebound is not secured there. It's knocked out by Wilkinson out of bounds. So the Chargers get a second chance. And Coach White's saying, let's spend a 30. We'll take one as well. 2:39 to go. The Smet 44, Sully Buttes 41. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre.
(44-41) your score. The Chargers down by 3 after a Carter Wilkinson triple. Gave them the 3-point lead. Chargers now, and will have it from the baseline. Timeout taken by the Chargers. Now both teams down to 3. Yackley has it on the corner. He'll bring it up top now with 2:30 to go. 18 on the shot clock. Falkenhagen sets the screen. Yackley giving off there to Colson. Colson now will go back to Yackley with 10 on the shot clock. Yackley and Coach White seeing the offense. They want to change it up. Colson. Skip pass to Whitler, and a foul is going to be on the Bulldogs, and that helps the Chargers because Whitler missed the 3. And that will help reset the shot clock at 35 seconds, 2:14 on the game clock. This time they'll inbound it in front of the Sully Buttes bench. Inbound to Yackley. Yackley now at the top. They can start looking at the clock again. Right now, it's not favoring the Chargers. They're down by 3, but they have slowed the game down. Whitler drives, goes all the way, spin, kick out, Yackley. He'll go, floater is high, up, leaves it short, and it's going to be brought down by Carter Wilkinson. $1:47 to go. Wilkinson. They'll swing around the arc for the Bulldogs. Out to the near side. Looks for the give inside for Grant Wilkinson. Spins. Shot is up and good. Falkenhagen did everything he could defensively. Just couldn't get it to go. 90 seconds to go. Chargers trying to keep things alive. Whitler puts it up. That one's no good. And now the Bulldogs can start working the clock. 46-41. Uthworth's over the midcourt stripe. Got to get a defensive stop if they're the Chargers, and they'll start using their fouls. 71 seconds to go. Whitler will pick up his second. Team second as well. And Coach White yelling for a timeout. And he'll finally get it with 1:11 to go. It's going to be a full timeout. Let's take a quick 30. 46-41. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
46-41 to Smet up by 5 with 1:11 to go. Let's spin it back and forth, and now you got to wonder what the Chargers' plan is. They don't have a lot of fouls to give, just 2 now. The Smet's got 1 to give. So maybe it's down to 2 timeouts. The Smet with 3. Winter will play Aberdeen Christian tomorrow at 12:45. The loser will play at 11 a.m. It's Vibor Hurley. Semi-final games tonight for the winners bracket. Lyman against Castlewood. That's a 5 o'clock tip-off. 8 versus 5 and 2 versus 6 with Freeman taking on Wall. Still got to get this game wrapped up here. Give inside to Wilkinson. It's up and good. Foul and a bucket. So that will extend the lead to 7. It's going to be a 4th on Falkenhagen with 1:07 to go. Free throw is good. It's an 8-point game. Ackley tried to wait to pick that up, but Luthman was right there, or Luther was there to make him pick it up and start the clock. Ackley trying to cut this within a 2-score game. Couldn't do so. There's a rebound there. Wilkinson goes all the way, and Ackley will foul. Bucket is up, and they're going to wave off this shot. It was on the floor. We're trying to figure this out. It is going to be on the floor. Smet saying that should be a bucket. And they will set this up. It is a foul on the floor. So that does save some points, but if you're Sully Buttes, you still gotta get a stop now. You don't have fouls to give. Inbound is going to be given in there to Reagan Mather. And there's your foul. Now the free throws are coming up. So now it's free throws for Smet. He's looking to just continue to add on and make this more difficult for the Chargers. It's going to be Luther's at the line to shoot a pair. First one is no good. Luther's with 8 points. He just missed his first free throw. Chargers have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Second free throw, also not good. Yackley rebound. Yackley's going to push the pace. Yackley was trying to zip it over to Colson and turns it over. This is going to be Reagan Mather's shot. No good. Luther's is going to hang on the rim. And either way, it's going to be Sully Buttes basketball. 38.9. You're basically just hoping you run down the court and you can get a quick 3. Gonna expect that happens. It's gonna be another timeout. Whitler will be fouled. And that was the last foul to give for Smet. So Moore will trigger it in. You still got to get a 3. I don't think 2-pointers are going to be in the conversation anymore. Whitler, he's going to fire a quick 3. That one is no good. It's rebound there by Raymond. No good on the rebound. And finally, it's able to Smet. We'll get it over the timeline. They'll give it off to Grant Wilkinson, who's fouled. And that will send him to the line. And we'll get free throws coming up. This could most likely, if Falkenhagen does foul out, he has 5 fouls. James Miles will check in with 4. And Wilkinson to probably ice the game. First one is good. Makes it a 9-point game with 21.1. Wilkinson for one more at a quiet Barnett Center. Second one's no good. Whitler rebound. Whitler quickly throws it over to Colson. Got to get a 2. Colson's going to fire a 2, and it's going to be free throws either way. I wonder if that was the idea with 14.7. And Colson will make his first trip to the line here tonight. That first trip. And foul there by Wilkinson. I should say that's Carter Wilkinson who fouls out. Fouls out with Teddy's point numbers now disappear. Colson will make the first. And we'll get one more. Colson, free throw. Round the iron and drops in. So Sully Buttes will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. against the number 1 seed in Vibor and Curley. The final, the Smet 50, Sully Buttes 43. A really great game by the Chargers, but another tough loss to go out. One more game for Sully Buttes this season. We'll step aside. We're back in 2 minutes as your final. It is Sully Buttes falling to the Smet 50-43. We're back in 2 minutes.
From time to time, parents occasionally ask,
is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
A better might be,
is it safe for my children not in high school sports?
Statistics show that teenagers are likely to be healthier and stay healthier as adults if they play a sport in high school. Participating in a high school sport builds and maintains strong bones, muscles, and joints. High school athletes are also more likely to develop good eating habits. High school athletes not only have stronger bodies, their self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-discipline are strengthened too. So insightful parents aren't asking,
is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
Instead, they're asking,
hey, what time is the game tonight?
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with a trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011.
Final on this one, it is the Smet Bulldogs defeating the Sully Buttes Chargers 50-43. It wasn't really a back and forth game for quite some time, but the Smet got their shots to fall when it needed to the most here. Taking a look at your shooting and team stats here in this one. We'll start with the Bulldogs. Shot 44% from the field, 50 from three-point land as they would finish the day. It looks like they finished 7 of 14 from three-point land. and they would go 45% from the charity stripe in that second half. For the Chargers, they would shoot 26.4% from the field, 23.1% from three-point land, but they shot 69% from the charity stripe in the contest in this one. Rebounds, it was Smet with 38, Chargers at 30, so they lost that statistical category. However, the turnovers, though, Chargers do take care of the basketball very, very well. It was 12 turnovers for Smet, 5 for Sully Buttes in this contest for the Chargers. So those are your team stats here. Taking a look at defensive rebounds, the Chargers would be out-rebounded defensively at 31-20. However, they won the offensive rebound at 10-7 in the contest as well. We'll get you a look at your individual statistics here real quick. Quarter by quarter, Sully Buttes led 12-11 after one. 13-9 Smet outscored, which made it 24-21 at the half. The Sully Buttes Chargers did outscore Smet 18-8 after the third quarter, making it 39-34. But the Smet flipped it. Sully Buttes just 4 points in the fourth quarter, and that's where you get your 50, or I should think 39-32. But the Smet 50, Sully Buttes, 50 and 43 for Sully Buttes. Just 4 points in that fourth quarter. That's a tough way to end that game, with just scoring 4 in the fourth quarter as well. We'll step aside here, get you some individual numbers next here on Country 95.3 as we continue your post-game show next. Back in 90 seconds.
There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935, or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
Continue your post-game show here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Again, your final, it is Smet 50, Sully Buttes at 43 in this contest. Taking a look at your scoring leaders in this one, scoring individual numbers. It was for Smet, led by Grant Wilkinson. He finished with 18 points in the contest. Noah Luthburst with 8. You got 8 for Kobe Sinclair, 9 for Reagan Martyr, also 7 for Wilkinson, for Carter Wilkinson. For the Chargers, it was led by Wesley Whitler. He finished with 19 in the contest. 10 for Easton and Jet Yackley. Yes, sir. We got 10 for Easton and Jet Yackley, and 4 for Gavin Colson in the contest for this one. That makes it your 43 points in this one. We do have a couple of obligations. That is to select your Yackley Ranches and Colson Farms Unsung Hero Player of the Game here in this one. And we'll start with your Yackley Ranches Player of the Game. There's going to be a couple. I'm going to give it out to, or at least a couple of names I have in mind, kind of who I picked for the Player of the Game and the Unsung Hero. Player of the Game is going to go to James Miles. I know he didn't finish with any points, but the assignment he had today, I thought he did a heck of a job holding on his own, and especially a couple of rundown rebounds, saving actually a possession for Sully Buttes in the late stages of the third quarter. So that was a big performance there by James Miles, definitely on the defensive side and the offensive rebound board of things. So he is your Yackley Ranches player of the game. And then your unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. This goes out to the one who you might not have heard their name a lot here today, but the player works hard to give it their all. That's what makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make a difference in the game. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. How about Brenton Barber's Brenton Barber here in another key rebound in the contest? He really came in when there was some foul trouble. He played about 5 minutes today, but I apologize. But yeah, Brenton Barber getting that another key rebound for Sully Buttes actually helped give the Chargers that 10-7 offensive rebounding output. So your Colson Farms unsung hero will go to Brenton Barber. So what is on tap for tomorrow for the Chargers? Well, they get the first game of the day tomorrow. They will take on the number 1 seed, Vibor Curley, who fell to Aberdeen Christian 52-49. And Sully Buttes will play in their regular season, hopefully to end it with a win tomorrow. That's an 11 o'clock tip-off. We'll have that coverage for you right here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. If you want more basketball coverage, go to KCCRradio.com or KCCR FM, 1240 AM and 98.9 FM, or check out KCCR Sports as John Winkler has got Stanley County in the consolation semifinals taking on Cheyenne Eagle Butte in that one. That is all KCCR, and then more NCAA coverage later on the day. So that's going to do it for us here on this Friday afternoon. And as always, God is good. God is great. I pray that you have a blessed day. If you're traveling home, travel safe. And we will talk to you tomorrow here at about 10:30 is when we might go on for pregame. 10:30, 10:40 is our pregame tip-off time. But again, God is good. God is great. I pray that you have a blessed day.